Hi, my name is Renee Clark, and I'm going to be doing a presentation over Web 2.0 tools today. This is for EDU Class 580 through William Woods University. The first site I'm going to tell you about today is spellingcity.com. I love using this site because I can type in my own spelling words. It has tons of teacher resources. I can manage my list. I can give my students specific assignments. I can give them pre-test and post-test. I can give them a writing assignment. It's just a great way for them to reinforce those spelling words that we focus on during the day and with our reading unit. Just to give you kind of an idea of what it looks like on the student side, they can go through here and they can select a list. They can see the words. They can take a test. They can do Teach Me. They can play a game. As you can see, there is a free activities and there's a premium activities. Our school does have a subscription. That way we have a school-wide access and we get all these premium games over here that they can play to help with vocabulary, to help with parts of speech, alphabetizing, unscrambling. As you can see, there's just many options, and there's so many layers of Spelling City that you can access as a teacher to help within the classroom. I like Spelling City because it does give instant results. When the students play a game, it's going to give them their score immediately. It's going to show them what words they need to continue working on. When they take a test, they can see their percentage immediately. I can print off the results and I have immediate access. And again, it's a reinforcement tool as you're studying and learning those words during the day. Either during free time, after school, or even at home, they can get on spellingcity.com and they can play those games to help learn those words. In the classroom, you can use the handwriting worksheets to help them not only practice handwriting, but also how to spell the word. You can do your pre and post test online. You can do storytelling. You can use the paragraph game, and they can type their own paragraph and their own story using their words. And it also helps with word building. They can learn root words. They can learn how to apply prefixes and suffixes. There's just so many levels to Spelling City, and it's a great resource and tool for the classroom. The next website I want to tell you about is Teachers Pay Teachers. I absolutely love this website because it is my go-to for classroom games, for classroom decor, for reinforcement worksheets, that as we're spending time in math, I can pull specific math topics, I can do by grade, I can get language arts things. As we're working with decimals in the classroom, I can find different worksheets or different games to go with it. And depending on what I'm needing, some things you might have to pay for. There are free materials on here. And it's a great way for me to also build my professional learning network as I'm connecting with these teachers and I'm getting ideas and I'm molding my classroom to my students' needs. And it is a great way to get project ideas, like again, your classroom decor, supplemental materials, and it can also help you get classroom management ideas, charts, rewards, behavior models, and just different things that you can print off and use throughout your classroom to make your classroom not only fun but interactive. The last thing I want to tell you about is Twitter. Most people know Twitter or use Twitter from their phone or their tablet as an app, but it can also be accessed by desktop. Twitter is something that I've recently grown to start using and am growing to love. It connects me with other people and groups and organizations around the world to help me build my personal learning network to grow as a teacher and as an individual. My main focus at school is being the middle school math teacher. So I can search on here different math topics or math groups or different themes that we're working on, and I can use this resource to get ideas to use in my classroom. When I find ideas that I like, I can follow them. That way I have their information coming up on my desktop daily, and I can use this through my classroom whenever I want. As I retweet and repost things, as you can see, I do have people following me. I'm following 23 people, and it's just a good way to get on here every day and just get yourself outside of the classroom without having to go outside your classroom. Twitter does allow you to connect globally. It does have up-to-date information on it. I've recently used Twitter for a virtual field trip, which we went through a dog training police force academy out in California that obviously we would not have been able to do sitting in Southeast Missouri. You can pull parent resources. You can log on daily and get motivational inspiration, and you can use it as a supplemental source too. Now, along with any technology, there can be some troubleshooting issues sometimes. Depending on your community and your classroom, there can be limited access. Not all students may have internet access at home or a tablet or things like that. With any kind of technology, there are site maintenances where the site might be down for certain periods of time while they're updating or working on their server. And if it is a website like Spelling City that needs a subscription to get the premium activities, funding might be an issue through your school, or your school might not have the funding to get a school-wide subscription. They do have classroom to classroom based issues and subscriptions that you would have to financially take into consideration if wanting to use Spelling City. I hope you've learned about some new Web 2.0 tools today, and I continue to learn more myself, and I'm learning to use more Web 2.0 tools in my classroom from a day-to-day basis.